Yo, welcome back, Let's Review Cinema. This is my boy Trevor Dvorak, and I'm Jonathan Nepper. Today we will be joined by Film Zone, which is Ben Matheson. We will be doing a review on Venom 3, The Last Dance.
Let's do it.
Anyways, alright boys, I think we have a common thing going on, so what is our starting rating for this movie?
7 out of 10.
Trevor?
I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10, honestly.
I'm gonna give it a 9.5 out of 10. 9.5 out of 10.
Ben became a bobblehead for a second.
And the only reason why it's not a 10 out of 10 is because I felt like the movie was a little short.
It was
50
too
minutes or
long.
something.
I loved it, but I thought
We'll
it
get
was
to
a
that
little
later.
bit
We'll
too
get to that later.
short. Well, we gotta talk about the good, bad, the ugly, and the spoilers. So, Ben, you start out with the good.
I always like seeing Tom Hardy as Venom. Like, he's entertaining in every movie, even the second one. And I'll admit, I got emotional during some scenes. I'll touch that in the spoilers. I did also like Dr. Payne. She was a great character. Like, I think she was a very interesting character, and I hope to see her more in like her own spin-off show or movie.
I think the biggest high for me, obviously besides Eddie and Venom's relationship, was honestly the family, the hippie family. They were hilarious to watch. They were also like very heartwarming to see. I was surprised I enjoyed them. And it being played by the same guy who played the Lizard in the Taza movies, I was a little worried, but they like make this character his own thing, and it's really cool to see. Eddie and Venom's relationship just keeps getting taken up a notch every movie. I didn't think I would like this movie more than the first one, but I actually really did.
I thought that the relationship between Eddie and Venom was iconic. I also liked Hippie Family. That was a good section. You can never go wrong with the relationship between Eddie and Venom. So super funny. The doctors played like a crucial role, and like, yeah, that was cool. But like Eddie and Venom, main characters. Ben, go with the let's hear the bad.
They wasted so many good characters in this movie, it's not even funny. Also, there's this one scene that made me cringe so much. Like, I'm not gonna say what it was, but like, oh god.
For bad, I can't really think of what cringy scene you're talking about, but
Me
we'll
neither.
get into the spoilers. You can discuss that there. I do feel like the bad, kind of what Ben was saying, they wasted a lot of the like side characters. I feel like a lot of the doctors and like the scientists who they did put the effort in to give a backstory to wasn't really effective. Like, I don't know, the main doctor, I didn't really care for her. She was cool near the end. But throughout the whole movie, I didn't really care too much. She was really nice, though. She was a really nice doctor. I was surprised.
She had a good personality.
Like I said, like, towards the beginning and, like, middle, you won't really care for some of them, but towards the end, if you know what I mean, you'll start to care for them more. Go ahead, John. What are some bad things?
The only really two bad things I took from this movie was, I thought, in my personal opinion, it was a little bit too short of a movie. I felt like it could have been a lot longer than it was. The second one was that I felt like the movie was going, and then like all of a sudden we were in that final scene, which I thought there was gonna be like a different build-up, which is probably why it was such a short movie. When the Happy Family got there, like we were just all of a sudden just like at the final scene. It was crazy. I guess we should jump into spoilers, kind of, because now I'm about to kind of talk about spoilers. But when Venom and obviously Eddie were in the tower, and Venom's talking to the little boy about the chocolate, that was like kind of a cool moment.
Yeah, what I was talking about with, like, how quick it went into there, since we're in the spoilers, you see the scene in the trailer where Venom's dancing with Mrs. Chen. And
That's the scene I was talking
that's the
about.
cringe. Our friend was talking about this in the movie, how a lot of the songs they used were used at cringy moments, kind of. Like, I guess the specific song choices made it a little cringy to watch. But yeah, like, you get Mrs. Chen and Venom dancing, you know that they've grown closer ever since the first one. And it just makes you smile a little bit, and then, like, a minute after that scene, you're immediately, like, starting the final fight. And since we're in spoilers, a lot of the scientists, they do get their own symbiotes, which is cool to see, but it reminded me a lot of the ending of Shazam, where each of the kids get the same powers as the main superhero. And I feel like that, I feel like they handled it better, honestly, in this movie than in Shazam.
But it, okay. Okay, my spoilers. Alright. None of y'all talked about it. Venom's death scene. Can we just talk about like how sad that was? I will say,
This guy.
you know what the worst potential, you know the most wasted character in this movie was? Toxin. Toxin in the comics is one of the strongest symbiotes in the comics.
Nice.
And I thought they're gonna kill him off like that, but then, you know what? I actually read somewhere that wasn't actually Toxin. That the original symbiote that possessed Patrick Mulligan left him.
There was a line in the movie where he did have a symbiote, but then it left him, which is why they rushed to bring him to another symbiote. The one he has in this movie is not Toxin. We're just led to believe that the one at the end of the second movie.
But it says on the Wikipedia page,
Wikipedia.
Patrick Mulligan.
You use
Wikipedia.
for your
Who trusts
information.
Wikipedia? Who trusts Wikipedia?
Wikipedia? You're using Wikipedia as your source of information?
I mean, they become better than they used to be.
I have something I would like to discuss with you, Ben, and this goes for both of you. I would like both your input. More so Ben, because John has not seen a lot of the Marvel movies. But we are leading up to Secret Wars, which, as you know, is the movie is the storyline where Spider-Man gets the black symbiote for the first time. Since there's that little piece in the 616 universe still, and there was that line towards the beginning of this movie that said something along the lines of, like, they leave pieces of themselves behind to survive. So since that piece of Venom is in that movie, I think it's going to attach itself to Tom Holland's Spider-Man, eventually find its way back to Eddie, and he'll finally get the white symbol. John, do you have anything spoiler-wise you'd like to add?
When they're in the river, kind of going downstream, and like all the other like guards come after them, that kind of stressed me out. I was like, dude, that's crazy. And I just couldn't imagine being like held underwater. That's nuts.
And how
So stressful.
Venom kept like jumping to different animals.
Exactly. Yeah. Oh yeah, the jumping from that was really cool. I think my favorite one was the fish.
The Venom horse was crazy.
Venom horse was hype.
Yeah, but then they ruined it with the song "Don't Stop Me Now," which.
Be honest with me. How fast do you think you can get that thing to go without killing it?
Only one way to find out.
I thought that
That
was.
was such a good song.
Don't hate on Queen, Ben. Don't hate on.
Oh,
I
hey,
don't
why?
hate that song. I love that song, but I just felt like that was an interesting choice for a song.
That was perfect.
Sorry.
Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. We will be back with another video. We will be reviewing Remember the Times with special guest, my dad, aka Snack Shack. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next time. Peace out.